Hello, friends. It's been a while. We are back for another week of informing, enlightening, and inspiring our senior community.
Here's what's coming up on Aging and Awesome.
Doctors are warning about the severity of fecal urgency, and they tell us how irregular bowel habits are unfortunately regular amongst many seniors. That discussion is next.
Cancer. It's something that has affected many of us both personally and to a loved one. We'll show you an amazing program right here in our community that is keeping those with cancer surviving and thriving.
And it's springtime. We met with a local arborist who has some great ideas to keep seniors flourishing.
All that and more on this new episode of Aging and Awesome.
Hi everyone, thanks for watching. We begin tonight with the latest scoop, but not like you've ever seen before, the scoop on poop.
That's right, the problem of incontinence is more common than you might think. Over at Gastroenterology Consultants, they want to inform the senior community about the warning signs and what to do if the bathroom becomes, well, a bummer. Joining us now is Dr. Pezinanski. He's here at the Gastroenterology Consultants in South Reno, but in these parts you go by Dr. Pez, which is what I'm going to call you. I like that name, Dr. Pez. We're talking about the scoop on poop and fecal urgency. What exactly is it, and how common is fecal urgency?
First, I want to give a disclaimer that anybody over the age of 50, anybody with a family history of colon cancer or a sudden unexpected change in bowel habits should probably consider seeing their gastroenterologist for a colonoscopy. But fecal urgency and fecal incontinence, fecal urgency is the sudden urge to go to the bathroom, to have a bowel movement. It usually comes on quickly and it usually feels uncontrollable. Fecal incontinence is any leakage of stool whatsoever, whether it's a small amount or a large amount. And surprisingly, a small amount of fecal leakage isn't that uncommon.
Wow, and it's common amongst the senior population?
Yeah,
especially you said over 50?
It affects seniors more than younger people. It can be due to a variety of different things. So fecal urgency is common. It can affect up to 15% of the population. Matter of fact, women who have delivered babies vaginally, some estimates are that up to 30% of them have at least some fecal incontinence throughout their lives.
Wow, and so this is something that is caused by that and diet? Is there other reasons why?
Well, the most common cause of fecal urgency is a change in the consistency of the stool. Now that can be due to a change in diet.
Right.
Or very commonly a change in medications or a new medication that you're on can cause a change in your bowel motility.
And what if you notice after taking a new medication, what should you do?
Well, if you notice a severe change, you should of course tell your doctor right away, and he might want to make dose adjustments. But very frequently you can try minor things at home to try to improve your stool consistency.
So you wouldn't say this is a diet-caused problem?
Diet definitely has a large amount to do with it, but anything that can change your stool consistency can give you a change in bowel habits and this fecal urgency.
So how does this urgency usually occur?
Well, I like to say that your rectum is a smart organ. It can tell the difference between a liquid, a solid, and a gas, and that's pretty incredible if you think about it. If it's a gas, your rectum usually recognizes this and you're able to pass that gas safely. But if it's a looser stool or a solid stool, your rectum holds on to it. But it doesn't treat those two stool consistencies the same. So I like to say, think of your bowel movement like a large bag of yard waste. If you have a nice formed stool, fiber-rich stool, it's like holding a big bag of dried leaves. You can hold that bag and you can decide how long you want to hold it and when you want to put it down safely. But if your stool is liquid or softer, then your rectum treats that differently. It's now like that bag is filled with damp grass clippings. And so you're holding it and you're holding it, and just like holding a bag of damp grass clippings, you have to struggle for it. Your rectum does the same thing with your stool, and that's when you get that uh-oh moment.
Right.
And you have to rush to the bathroom.
Now, some of the folks at home are having this issue. What should they do for treatment?
Well, I'm a big fan of probiotics. Probiotics are just good bacteria in a pill form, and they help repopulate the colon with bacteria that are more beneficial for regularity, and also help with that sensation. And what I like to start with my patients first is fiber supplementation in the form of one of those powdered soluble fibers that come usually in the
over-the-counter.
Yeah, over-the-counter in the orange or the green bucket.
Good.
Now, fiber is interesting. Most people think fiber is a laxative, but it's not really. It acts as a bulking agent, and I like to say to my patients that fiber is very much like a sponge. So if you have a hard stool, it acts like a sponge and it soaks up extra water to help soften that stool so the bowel can push it along more easily. But it works on the other end of the spectrum too. And so if you have a looser stool or a liquid stool, it acts like a sponge to help bulk that stool up. So it makes the hard softer, the soft harder, and once again makes your stool more like that big bag of leaves that you can hold on to.
All right. Everybody, Dr. Pez with the scoop on poop. Dr. Pez, love you on again. Thank you very much. Still to come on Aging and Awesome, a workshop for cancer survivors, a place to find hope and share tips for a healthy and full life.
And someone call the police. There's a riot in Kai's Cab. Will this week's contestant prove to all of us they are the smartest senior in town? Plus, springtime gardening, fun with me, next.
Aging and Awesome is brought to you by Infinity Hospice Care, family owned and operated, serving Nevada for over 10 years. They provide dedicated, compassionate, expert care for your loved ones. Visit infinityhospicecare.com today.
At Senior Care Plus, we're more than just a Medicare Advantage plan. We're your local experts in helping you understand the facts about Medicare so you can make the best decision for your health. Confused about Medicare? Then you'll want to attend our educational seminar on the ABCs of Medicare. This is not a sales meeting. It is a free seminar where you'll learn about all of your Medicare options so you can make the right choice. ABCs of Medicare. Reserve your seat today. Call or visit seniorcareplus.com.
At Caring Transitions, we often hear people say they wish they had heard of us years earlier. Relocating and downsizing can be stressful and overwhelming. As the nation's largest professional resource for household liquidation, we offer a total solution to handle every aspect of your move. Maybe you're looking to have an estate sale, downsize to a smaller home, or simply reduce years of clutter. Our experts can help. Contact Caring Transitions. We can help make life easier for your family.
Someone you love needs a little help with the ins and outs of day-to-day living.
Compassion-driven quality care. That has been the Lend a Hand way for the last 26 years. We have helped thousands of seniors with personal care, light housekeeping, transportation, and more. Still family-owned and operated. Visit lendahandss.com today.
Lend a hand, lend a hand. Our caregivers make the difference.
Life is story. Pages of amazing adventure and narrow escapes. Bold steps taken, races run, chapters on love and hard lessons and new beginnings. Your life, your legacy, our privilege to serve. Morningstar Senior Living.
How cool is it to have a show all about us seniors? It has been so much fun getting to show you the many ways to be active, healthy, and young at heart. I have some big news. Sponsorships are available now.
Without our sponsors, Aging and Awesome would not be possible. And with thousands of viewers a weekend, we need your help to make a difference in the lives of seniors here in Northern Nevada.
Season 2 sponsorships are available now, but going quick. Contact us today.
Aging and Awesome is brought to you by Lakeside Manor. Living at Lakeside Manor means pleasure for the residents and peace of mind for their families. Take a tour of Lakeside Manor today.
Perfectly on time with his wife by his side, 88-year-old Kenneth Donald Jessup arrives at the Sanford Center for Aging for one of his weekly classes, the Thriving and Surviving Workshop, designed specifically for cancer survivors.
Well, I've had prostate cancer and colon cancer, April, Feb, and a few things, but I'm still here.
Still here, still kicking, and still on campus at the University of Nevada, Reno, a place he's quite familiar with.
Vice president in charge of everything non-academic for up in the late 70s and early 80s, and then I went back to teaching. Math is what I really love for the last 7 years.
As a member of the Board of Regents and VP of Business, Don had a large part in creating the Nevada system of higher education and UNR's prestigious medical school. Little did he know he'd one day return to the institution as a 2-time cancer survivor, utilizing the very resources he fought so hard to bring here nearly half a century ago.
I really had no idea, because I really didn't.
Today, the med school is much larger with beautiful modern buildings, the latest and greatest technology, and community outreach programs improving the health and wellness of thousands.
And every day is a gift, and enjoy as much as you can. Sometimes it's hard.
And just as true visionaries do, Don's still planning for the future.
Who knows how much future's there, but does anybody know? And so I guess that's all I can tell you, is you just keep on keeping on.
I'm joined now by Heather Haslam with the Sanford Center for Aging to talk about a new workshop that's being offered in our community called Cancer, Thriving, and Surviving. Thanks so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So tell our viewers how they can get involved and possibly participate in this workshop.
So the first week is actually the introduction to the workshop, where participants can come, hear about the workshop, meet the participants, see if it's a good fit for them. And then the next week we really dive into the workshop. And the workshop is evidence-based. And so there's lots of research behind the workshop. It's even scripted to make sure that certain outcomes are met for each participant as they go through the process of the workshop.
These sort of workshop and support groups are so huge for cancer survivors. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so our participants have really reported feeling like they can manage their own health after participating in this workshop. They also feel like they can communicate more effectively with their healthcare professionals, their family members. They have the tools to be able to talk with all of the important people in their life about their diagnosis, their treatment, and or being in remission, and what it's like for them.
Exactly, and obviously going through something like this, cancer is a huge toll on not only your health, but your emotional status as well. So having this tool is a really great thing.
So yeah, it's having the tools to be able to communicate effectively, and then it's also the support of the group and meeting people in the group who are either recently diagnosed, in treatment, or in remission, and to be able to connect with people who are experiencing something like you is really critical to managing cancer.
What are some of the biggest challenges that you see people coming into this group with?
I would say it's this emotional sadness from the diagnosis. For people who have gone through treatment and are now in remission, it's figuring out how to move forward with life, because life has sort of stopped with the cancer diagnosis, and while in treatment focused on just getting well, and then now in remission, what does the next X number of years look like? And so working with people around those topics.
And there are so many resources in our community, which is just awesome. Can you tell our viewers a little bit about those?
Yeah, so some of the resources, we have the Nevada Cancer Coalition, which is a wonderful resource, so check them out online. There's support groups at all of the major hospitals, and so getting support from other people. This class is different in that it isn't a support group because it's not ongoing. There's an end date, but there are groups that you can connect with. St. Mary's has a great fitness program for people living with cancer. So we're really lucky to live in a community that has so many resources for people.
And one more time, how can our viewers sign up for this class? It's coming up, right?
Yeah, it's coming up in May. It starts in May. And you just need to visit our website, and you can register online, or you can call us at 784-1583.
Awesome. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
Aging and Awesome. We'll be right back.
Aging and Awesome is brought to you by Infinity Hospice Care, family owned and operated, serving Nevada for over 10 years. They provide dedicated, compassionate, expert care for your loved ones. Visit infinityhospicecare.com today.
Our story begins more than 60 years ago inside an abandoned chicken coop where our founder discovered a retired teacher living. No home, no health care. So she said no to this injustice and yes to transforming lives. It's this drive, this compassion that inspired AARP. Today, we empower people to choose how they live as they age. We advocate for health and financial security. We strengthen communities everywhere. We are AARP Nevada, creating real possibilities.
Hi, I'm Laura. My grandkids love to come hiking with us, and now I don't miss a moment with them, thanks to Miracle Ear. When I went in for my free hearing evaluation, my hearing specialist did tests to find out if I even had hearing loss. It turns out I did, and I'm not alone.
Visit one of our Northern Nevada locations in Reno, Sparks, and Carson City. 775-331-2500.
Howdy ho, and away we go in Kai's Cab. Hi everybody. Who do we have in the back today?
Ann Kent.
Ann Kent, a loyal viewer.
Every one of them.
You emailed me to come in Kai's Cab, did you?
I sure did.
I appreciate that. Mwah.
You're welcome.
Well, we have a couple of questions to ask you, as you know, Ann. 3 out of 4. You get 3 right, you are a winner of Kai's Cab. Are you ready to play on this beautiful day?
I studied the encyclopedia last night, and I am ready.
The encyclopedia. Did you really?
Of course.
Oh, you? Okay, well, I'm going to test your knowledge. Your first question. And in a bizarre bit of celebrity behavior, who dangled his baby from the 3rd floor of a balcony in a German hotel, November of 2002? Was it A, Michael Jackson, B, Dennis Rodman, C, Mike Tyson, or D, Charlie Sheen?
Michael Jackson.
That is correct!
Yay!
MJ. Correct, Ann. All right.
Oh.
You like our disco ball?
I love it. I want to dance.
You and Joe can dance when we get back.
Okay, thank you.
All right. A question I sure do hope you know. I'm sure you're on Medicare, right?
Medicare A only.
Okay, good. Well, here's a question. Which president signed legislation creating Medicare? Was it A, Franklin Roosevelt, B, Harry Truman, C, John Kennedy, or D, Lyndon Johnson?
Ooh, that is a tough one.
This is one you should know.
I should?
I don't know.
Well,
easiness of these questions, that's very subjective.
When I was born, Eisenhower was president. I'm going to guess Kennedy.
And that
What?
is incorrect.
Who was that?
It was Lyndon Johnson. In 1965, Medicare was created.
Wow.
Well, you learned something. You're
I
okay.
did.
You're 1 for 1.
did.
So, you got one
One for
right,
2.
1 wrong. You're 1 for 2. You got to get 3 out of 4 right. So you're doing okay. Here is your third question.
Okay.
It's a geography question. I hope that was in your encyclopedia last night. Here we go. Where is Slovakia? Is it A, Africa?
No.
B, the Middle East? C, South America? Or D, Europe?
Europe.
That is correct.
Okay.
You're 2 for 3.
Okay.
Good.
I'm on a roll.
You're on a roll. You got to get this one right. Okay, here we go. What name was celebrity talk show host Oprah Winfrey born with? Is it A, or Pa, B, Paro, C, Opar, or D, or Hap? Oprah's not her real name. I stumped her. Look at her face.
Give me a clue. Give me a clue.
Okay, here's a clue. It starts with O, so that eliminates paro.
The first one.
Or pa, is that your final answer?
Is it?
Yes, that's correct. It's or pa.
Should I make another guess?
Or Pa Winfrey.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah.
All right, you won, and congratulations, you are the winner
Yay,
of...
I always wanted one.
You always wanted to win a Kai's cab?
Is that what I get?
No, you get a great prize today, milk chocolates from the Chocolate Shop in Gardnerville.
Oh.
Here, I'm going to pull over and I'll show you them. Here, hold on.
Oh.
We're heading back now.
Do I go to Gardnerville?
No, I got them right here.
Are we going to Gardnerville? Oh, look at these colors. Look at these colors.
Oh, the disco ball shade.
In the dark. Yeah.
Look at these milk chocolates. Can you see these, folks? Oh, yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Aging and Awesome is brought to you by Lend a Hand in Home Care and Transportation, compassion-driven quality care in Northern Nevada for 26 years. Call Lend a Hand today for personal care, light housekeeping, meal preparation, and more. Lend a Hand, where our caregivers make the difference.
Welcome to Italy. I'd like to teach you some Italian. Here's a few things that will be very easy to pick up. Okay, one of them is about food, which we all love. Mangia, che si fa forte, and that means eat and you will be strong. Here we are at Rail City Garden Center. And it's not that beautiful of a day, but we have beautiful flowers to show you. And we're going to take a little walk around and talk a little bit about gardening. Brian.
Well, I want to welcome everybody from Aging and Awesome. Thanks, Joe, for coming out, and thanks to Paul Hollis for letting us be here. We wanted to talk about a few of the points that we have for aging gardeners. As we grow older, some of our limitations may be there that we have to recognize, and so we wanted to talk about maybe some of the things that we do to make gardening a pleasurable and great hobby. So raised beds are something that we like. It eliminates the bending down. So if we can get the beds up a little bit, it's easier at the end of the day so you're not as sore. Some of the other things that we have are some ergonomic tools. Some of these tools for people with mobility issues. The American Arthritis Association says that you can even put padding on these things. So it's really neat. We like these tools specifically because they're easy to collapse. You should always use the right tool for the right job, particularly on some of the dwarf fruit trees. Some of the seniors are really getting into the dwarf fruit trees. I have a lady that she's never bought a pie from anywhere. She's always grown her own.
Wow.
And it's always been the way it is. That's a generation of good values. So anyway, if we get the dwarf fruit trees, we can treat them, we can prune them, and we can see everything that's going on there, and it's time to harvest.
Have a feel of that. That looks really nice, and it holds. You can hold it real easily. Even without padding, but padding would be good.
Padding would be great. One of the other things we like to recommend for people is to make sure that you have the proper clothing when you're outside. We don't want to deal with excessive sun issues, and if you want to start in the morning, start in the west and then move to the east, so you stay cool throughout the day. And a gardening buddy. There's a lot of different people out there that share this great hobby, so maybe if we found a friend, a relative, or join a gardening group, it's really great.
Hey Ryan, thanks a lot, and there was a lot of good information. I really like the part about the exercise, because that's something we all need. Whatever we do, we need to do it the right way.
So if you're interested in any of the tools that we talked about, you can come down and check them out here at Rail City Garden Center, the raised beds, the dwarf fruit trees, and these ergonomic tools. Some of the great things that they have down here to keep you aging and awesome.
Thank you very much, Brian. And remember, folks, if you want to get out and enjoy everything, get out and get in the garden. That's all the time we have tonight. What a fun show.
I had a great time. Our challenge for you this week, know someone who has been diagnosed with cancer. We told you about the Sanford Center's free Surviving and Thriving program. Spread the word about this amazing resource for those who need a little hope.
We will see you right back here next week, 7 p.m. on KTVN Channel 2.
And be sure to follow us on our social media, guys. It's a lot of fun on Facebook. It's where you can watch new episodes and videos with more ideas on how to stay aging and awesome. Head to our Facebook right now. Check it out.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We love you. Have a great week. Bye-bye.
1, 2, 3. Listen.
Next week on Aging and Awesome, we have the incredible story of a liver transplant recipient who is forever grateful to his donor, and our senior spotlight will lift your spirit. Next Saturday at 7 o'clock on Aging and Awesome.
Jolly good show.
Are you looking for an encore career? At Lend a Hand, we're looking for compassionate and reliable people who can care for and relate to our seniors. We offer part-time and full-time schedules with benefits. Call Lend a Hand to get your encore career started today.
How cool is it to have a show all about us seniors? It has been so much fun getting to show you the many ways to be active, healthy, and young at heart. I have some big news. Sponsorships are available now.
Without our sponsors, Aging and Awesome would not be possible. And with thousands of viewers a weekend, we need your help to make a difference in the lives of seniors here in Northern Nevada.
Season 2 sponsorships are available now, but going quick. Contact us today.
Life is story. Pages of amazing adventure and narrow escapes. Bold steps taken, races run, chapters on love and hard lessons and new beginnings. Your life, your legacy, our privilege to serve. Morningstar Senior Living.
Hi, I'm Laura. My grandkids love to come hiking with us, and now I don't miss a moment with them, thanks to Miracle Ear. When I went in for my free hearing evaluation, my hearing specialist did tests to find out if I even had hearing loss. It turns out I did, and I'm not alone.
Visit one of our Northern Nevada locations in Reno, Sparks, and Carson City. 775-331-2500.
At Senior Care Plus, we're more than just a Medicare Advantage plan. We're your local experts in helping you understand the facts about Medicare so you can make the best decision for your health. Confused about Medicare? Then you'll want to attend our educational seminar on the ABCs of Medicare. This is not a sales meeting. It is a free seminar where you'll learn about all of your Medicare options so you can make the right choice. ABCs of Medicare. Reserve your seat today. Call or visit seniorcareplus.com.
At Caring Transitions, we often hear people say they wish they had heard of us years earlier. Relocating and downsizing can be stressful and overwhelming. As the nation's largest professional resource for household liquidation, we offer a total solution to handle every aspect of your move. Maybe you're looking to have an estate sale, downsize to a smaller home, or simply reduce years of clutter. Our experts can help. Contact Caring Transitions. We can help make life easier for your family.
Our story begins more than 60 years ago inside an abandoned chicken coop where our founder discovered a retired teacher living, no home, no health care. So she said no to this injustice and yes to transforming lives. It's this drive, this compassion that inspired AARP. Today, we empower people to choose how they live as they age. We advocate for health and financial security. We strengthen communities everywhere. We are AARP Nevada, creating real possibilities.